Hi, welcome back. Well, a year or so ago, I did this video building the Bluesmobile on the Greenwood. Worth a watch still. I dressed my character up in a Blues Brothers way and we used a little bit of the music and whatever. But of course I'm thinking, we've got the cop car now, and it's one of the few cop cars I've actually bought. So can we improve this build? Well, only one way to find out. So we're going to start the build now then with this stock Greenwood cop car. Couple of alternative parts here for you as we go. This car's fresh out the bag, so I need to do some of the performance parts. We delete the trim. I'll probably leave the brakes. I'll certainly do the engine though. For the exhaust, I can't see an exhaust on the Bluesmobile. I think it's hidden up under here, but I'll leave stock, which is the least exhaust. The hood can stay stock. I don't know if the old police cars really had those signs. I guess they probably did. Lights definitely stock yellowy for such an old car. For the livery, choice of two. Number one, you could go down to this Highway Patrol Richmond PD because it has something on the back and the front and a star here. Now on the Bluesmobile these were all sort of half removed, but that's not the only one. You can go towards the bottom and there is a beta version somewhere. Here it is, Highway Patrol Beta. This is the rusty version, the same one. My issue here is that the rusty one is too rusty and the pristine one is actually a bit too pristine, but anyway we'll go with the pristine one for now. Police equipment, searchlights, you want a raised single searchlight, and for the push bar there's nothing that's quite the same, but the actual basic push bar is the closest. Emergency lighting, what would we give for it to have included a massive speaker up here and some ropes? Oh my goodness, that would have been awesome. I'm just simply going to remove the emergency lighting. For the respray, I think the easiest one here is to just go with a matte black, and for the secondary colour, keeping at least with the sort of old faded theme, I think we could go with a matte ice white. So that's going to give you this sort of look. Looking back so you can see the livery, it would give you this sort of look if you went for the rusty one. I think it's just too rusty. On to suspension. You can actually take this down quite a way. That's I think a little too low. But I want the tops of the tyres disappearing into the arches, so street or sport. Why don't we go with sport? I'm going to leave transmission, and I'm certainly not putting turbo on this car. For the wheels, I know when I last built this one I used something from the muscle class, but I honestly think that from the street class this retro steely is going to be the absolute closest we can get. We'll pop that on. We will of course paint it in black, and we will not forget our bulletproof tyres. That moves us on to the windows. Well, there's a distinct greenish tint to the Bluesmobile, so I think we could probably arguably go with this light smoke and not be too far off. And that completes the build, or the rebuild, of the Bluesmobile. So what do you think? We're definitely closer, but of course instead of having no white doors, we've got two white doors, and the Bluesmobile has black doors at the back. And it's looking a little immaculate, or of course you can make it a little bit too rusty. This is not going to be my final build of the car, but overall I do think this is a more successful build than the first one, thanks to the car it's based on. But, you know, at what expense? This was $3.6 million after I'd done 5 dispatch jobs. That's very expensive for the car. Now I've got another build coming up, not too sure when it's going to come out for you. It's already made and filmed. And that is a build on the car that I think plays more to the strengths of the Greenwood. It's more closely based on the car that the Greenwood is spawned from. It's another TV build. You might be able to guess what it is. But I'm more pleased with it overall. So we'll say goodbye to the Blues Brothers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next Greenwood cop car build.